Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This prepares the bishop for development. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This prepares the bishop for development. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. Textbook play so far. This is a book move, meaning it follows established opening theory, played by top players for years. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This attacks white's pawn chain. Out comes the queen and into the battle. Black develops the bishop and attacks the center. This is the strongest option. After all captures, this is an equal trade. A clear recapture. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. This is an equal trade. A straightforward recapture. This is the only good move. This moves the knight to safety. This removes the attacking knight. A solid recapture by black, bringing a new piece into play. That's an unfortunate error. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. This is the only move that works. Capturing while sacrificing the rook was the right idea. Very precise. This activates a rook by getting it to the 7th rank and also restricts the king. This steps away from the checking rook. This reveals a check. This captures a bishop that checked the king. A clear recapture. This places a rook on the 7th rank, where it can be highly active. This loses a pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. This attacks a bishop, winning a tempo when it moves away. The clearly correct move for a threatened bishop. This moves the pawn to safety. Moving the rook gives white more flexibility in the middle game. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. Right on target. This evades the check from the rook. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. This permits the opponent to pin a bishop to the king. This immobilizes the bishop by pinning it to the king. This allows the opponent to win a bishop by adding pressure to a pinned piece. This wins a bishop. This moves the rook to safety. Threatening that pinned piece is going to win a bishop. This threatens to checkmate the king. This is the strongest option. This is the only move that works. This steps away from the checking rook. This is a fair move. That was a free bishop. This evades the check from the rook. Very precise. This moves the rook to safety. This steps away from the checking rook. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This threatens to checkmate the king. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This threatens to checkmate the king. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a bishop.